Today, we're diving into the dramatic work Unjust Justice. And let me tell you, it's a powerful story that shows just how easily the scales of justice can be tipped, all because of greed and betrayal.
So let's get right into it. The whole story boils down to this. Two brothers, a massive inheritance that's up for grabs, and a really devious plot that just spirals into tragedy. It's honestly a chilling look at how the justice system itself can be twisted to serve a terrible, terrible lie.
Okay, so our story kicks off with a family that's already deep in crisis. Their father's been murdered, and now the two sons are left to deal with their sick mother and a will. A will that sets the stage for a truly shocking betrayal.
At the very heart of the story, you've got two brothers who could not be more different. First, there's Knox. He's the younger, responsible one, the hardworking son. And then there's Rex. He's the reckless older brother who feels entitled to the family fortune and wants it now. This clash right here, it's what drives everything that's about to happen. Now here's the kicker. This is the catalyst for the entire conflict, a very specific clause in their father's will. Now for a responsible guy like Knox, these conditions are basically just a roadmap. But for his impatient brother Rex, they're huge roadblocks. And this one little clause becomes the motive for a truly awful plan. So that simmering resentment, it doesn't just stay simmering. It escalates, and fast, into this meticulous and frankly sinister plan. And this isn't just about getting the money, it's about systematically destroying a man's life by turning the idea of evidence into a weapon against him. And Rex's scheme is devastatingly simple. First, he tricks his own brother's fiancée into delivering a parcel. Inside, the very gun used to kill their father. Next, he makes sure it's planted where the police will find it, and then he just makes a quick, anonymous tip-off. And just like that, with his brother in jail and his mother having passed away, the entire fortune is his. And bam, just like that, Knox isn't just arrested for having a gun. No, he's convicted for his own father's murder and gets hit with a 20-year prison sentence with no chance of parole. The frame-up is complete. The lie has literally become the truth. So you'd think that's it, right? Case closed. A horrible family tragedy, but resolved. But then, 2 years later, the shocking truth finally comes out, and all because of one moment of pure, unadulterated arrogance. This is the moment it all unravels. Rex, who's now living the high life with Knox's former fiancée Maggie, just casually admits to the whole thing. I mean, he is so confident he got away with it that he's actually bragging about it, revealing the ugly, secret foundation their new life is built on. So this one conversation just blows the lid off everything. It proves Rex is guilty. It shows that Maggie was a willing accomplice, not just some innocent pawn. And most importantly, it introduces a witness. The family's maid, Mary, heard every single word. So for the first time in years, there's this little flicker of hope for Knox. A glimmer of hope appears, right? A real chance for the truth to finally come out. But that hope is extinguished with the exact same ruthlessness that put Knox behind bars in the first place. Mary, bravely, goes to the prison to tell Knox what she knows. But the corruption here runs deep. A prison guard overhears their conversation and immediately texts Rex. And Rex's response is just swift and chilling. Finish the job. By the very next day, Mary, the only person who can prove Knox's innocence, is dead. And with her death, that final door to justice slams shut. The one person who could have set him free is silenced forever. Knox is now completely trapped by his brother's seemingly perfect crime. So, what are we supposed to take away from such a tragic story? This isn't just a tale about a messed up family. The play really leaves us with two incredibly powerful thoughts on the very nature of justice itself and what happens when it fails completely. The first is this profound reminder from Martin Luther King Jr. See, the story shows us that what happened to Knox isn't just his own personal tragedy. When justice fails for one person, it actually erodes the trust and the foundation of the system for all of us. It's like a crack in a dam. And a second quote, this one from Solzhenitsyn, warns us about the long-term damage. By letting evil, like what Rex did, go unpunished, we're not just failing in the present moment, we are actively corroding the very idea of justice for the future, basically teaching new generations that crime, if you're clever enough about it, actually pays. In the end, Unjust Justice doesn't give us any easy answers. It doesn't wrap things up in a neat little bow.
Instead, it leaves us with this deeply unsettling question. When the very systems designed to protect the innocent are twisted to serve the guilty, what is left for any of us to believe in?